We use the Newcastle data, and the first thing we thought we'd look at would be PC usage. So we looked at it for the last financial year. We plotted it into Excel, and then we realised, of course, we had to actually find a way to get it on Google Maps, so we used the library's CSV data there. And then just made things open. So we ended up with something like this, and then transposed it into Google Maps. And this is what we have here. Let me zoom in a wee bit. And if we'd had lots more time, we probably would have made this much prettier and added in pictures of the libraries and things. But there's various things you can do. So in preview, you can get around in the libraries here, and if you're clicking on each individual one, you can see the number of PCs and the PC usage. Hold on, wrong one. And then in open data tables as well, you can see the list here, and you can arrange them by order of use. We spent a lot of time trying to find, we had a discussion with Newcastle Libraries about their PC use, and it tended to be the areas of deprivation that had highest PC usage. And we wanted to kind of try and improve that. So we spent a lot of time trying to find the statistics for the areas in Newcastle of deprivation, and couldn't, basically, which was a hole, and is something that would be really useful, I think. And then we also discussed potentially that we could have used the book issues figures as well, so that perhaps the libraries could target what that building should be about. Should it be more about books? Should there be more PCs, etc.? But again, that was one of the issues with the statistics as well, wasn't it?
Because they're different in the data that's available. The book issues were just by numerical data, whereas this is percentage data, and it wouldn't necessarily be meaningful together.
And what else did we think about? What was other issues?
Basically, you also said about that professor's data.
Yeah.
The number of people with PCs are about that library.
Yeah.
Could you link it to the number of PCs being used in that library?
Yeah, basically. That's it, really. I'm sure we could have done lots of things, but yes. A lot of time could have spent trying to find answers for something that the data just didn't exist for lots of things. Okay.
Cool. So we're just going to take a minute or two just to confer, and then we'll have just some wrap-up remarks. If you haven't already, just while we're doing this, if you could seek out someone else in the room and get them to sign your badge, and we'll be back in 2 minutes. Cheers. That was fast. Faster than expected. Oh no. So what do you guys think?
Wow, I'm really impressed.
Yeah. Michelle, could you corner phone just in case they're leaving right now? Because we're going to wrap up in like 2 minutes. So what was your... was that the one at the wait? Okay, so Horizon
is a free library PC app.
Right. We'll collect them in at the end. All right. That's cool. Well, we had three bits. So.
There's only like 2 users. So why did we get it?
I've got cans of Red Bull to give out, and we have a copy. Okay. Right. Well, do you guys want an answer? Come on, and these you can either award them or you can let them choose. So the whole book's about entrepreneurship. Hi, folks. So the final part of a Product Forge is the presentations. And of course, you're all winners, you all participated, you all took part. But it's a competitive event, so some people are more winning than others. We have a first place and second place. Another thing about Product Forge, it goes on for quite a long time, sometimes for 3 or 4 days. So to keep our participants in good spirits, we usually are sponsored by Red Bull. So we have lots and lots of Red Bull. So everyone in the room, you're welcome to grab a can of Red Bull from our last event if you feel like you need a bit of an energy boost before you go home. So I'll leave Gina to award the prizes.
Okay, in second place and winning 1 book, we have Team Horizons with their library, a free library PC app. So someone come on with that? This is terrible. Well done. And in first place, because we particularly liked your visualization, is Team Alto Prism. Two books. Thank you very much.
Well, thank you very much, everyone, for coming along today, for participating. You should all have received an email from us with an invitation to Slack, and there's this channel we set up there called DigiChamps, and we'll post all of the presentations there, links to the data sets, and you can use that channel to stay in touch with the other digital champions, the other participants of this event, and also to to speak to in the future, the participants for the Product Forge that we're running in October. So I hope we've given you a flavor of Product Forge. I hope we've given you some practical tools in order for you to take LMS data and do something with it. I'd like to say thank you also very much to our volunteers here, Tom and Jamie, for helping out today and mentoring. To Megan and Michelle, my fantastic team helping today. To Gina and Gillian for supporting this project, so thank you very much, and also obviously to all of you. Gina, Gillian, do you want to say any closing remarks? Okay. Okay. So the next event in your diary should be that?
Say it loud for the camera.
So, Ord can announce to the camera. Well, what's it? Remind me the date.
13th of August, it's a Saturday.
Saturday the 13th of August, right bang in the middle of the fringe. But the Fringe is boring, don't want to go to Fringe. Yeah, go to Newcastle and hack on some library data, that's much better. So thanks very much. Please all stay in touch with us. Let us know if you go off and use any of these maps, any of these visualizations, if you continue on these projects. It'd be really interesting to find out. On your way out, if you could hand back your badges with noting who you met. And thank you very much. Red Bull?